Hi, my name is Norman Willis. I'm a very close friend of Thomas and Mike. I'm here today to do an interview. You know, they always ask the question like, okay, if you're not rich, then what are you? Then you're poor. Like we can all kind of relate to that. All right, if we're not millionaires right now, then what are we? Between middle class and lower class. So that's one common thing that we can all relate to. And I feel like if the world was more like that and we just looked at the things that that we had in common instead of the things that we didn't have in common, everybody would be cool. Like I try to have that personality that could sit at every lunch table, but I want to have that personality in life and that skill set, that mentality, that knowledge in life, that I can sit with anybody and talk to anybody, any age group. When I teach over the summer, I like to be able to talk to little kids and be like, I understand where you're coming from. There was this guy who, he was a class clown, and he was saying he only did that because people called him a nerd. And he was like, when I get the answers right, people make fun of me. So I just asked him a simple question. I'm like, so do you wanna go to college? He was like, yeah. I'm like, okay, so you're gonna let these people right here stop you from going to college, And I was just trying to encourage him, don't really care about what people think. I know that's kind of hard to say, when you're young, and everything, but, just know who you are at the end of the day and really be that example, because we can't work there without having transcripts. We can't do any of these things. Can you imagine going into a job interview and they ask you like, okay, so where's your transcripts at, or what experience do you have, and you don't have anything? All you can say is I was a class clown. How is that going to really happen for you? Like, it's not going to work out for you. So I was trying to let him know, like, look at me, for example, or look at my coworker. We're both in school right now. We didn't get here by, letting people say, hey, you're a nerd, and just like dropping out of school because of that. We had to really keep on pushing on and realize where that was coming from. Maybe those people were never good at school, and maybe that's just like a cry out for help. You can turn around and tutor that person and change just the whole atmosphere. But at the end of the day, the incarceration in Norman Willis, I know I have to, I go everywhere, but I just try to bring it back. But the incarceration in Norman Willis is just like my autobiography, how I had so much in common with all these people that I never really talked to. And once you get out of high school, you talk to these people and you're like, why weren't you my best friend? Why weren't we cool? And it's just like in life, you can walk by a millionaire or somebody who can really change your life and not even know it if you keep this shut. And that was one of my biggest downfalls, like keeping this shut and not talking to people based on what I thought. So I think it would be an excellent read for anyone who is having that problem, like, especially if you were like sheltered as a kid. You're taught if his pants are hanging down or if she looks like this, don't mess with her. But that could be the next person who changes this world, And I always have this quote, we run away from the people who need us the most.